burn out for like a week or two, maybe even a month. And I don't like that. Every time I have to go through that, it stresses me out. It stresses my boo out. And it's very, very helpful to just give yourself a cutoff time. Period. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Those who have subscribed, thank you. As I always say, those who are just tuning in, welcome. I create videos on lifestyle, DIYs, how-tos, and so much more. I hope you enjoy this video and give me a thumbs up and subscribe and join the family. So for today's video, I want to talk about productivity. How to stay productive, how to use your time wisely, how to stay motivated. I found some tips that were helpful for me, and I just want to share those tips with you guys. So I have 5 tips. So without further ado, we're just gonna get right into the video, okay? All right, so tip number 1. So we all have yearly goals, yearly resolutions, and some of those goals for me, I feel like it never gets completed. I just never manage to complete that goal, and I always bring it into the new year, and I want to stop that. So I found that it was helpful to break your yearly goals into monthly goals. Break those monthly goals into weekly goals, and maybe even daily. I thought it was so much helpful to do it this way because it's easier to see the things that you need to do in order to complete that goal. So for example, let's say for this year I want to buy a house. There are so many different ways to buy in a house. Do you know that? So you need to break it down into like achievable things that you need to do in order to buy that house. So how am I going to pay for it? Do I want to get a loan? Am I going to pay cash? What else? Do I want to hire a real estate agent? Do I just want to do it alone? Where do I want to live? So you want to break it down into smaller goals where you can see that you're progressing. You can see that you're knocking things off to get to that big picture. So I found that really, really helpful for me. That way I'm not stressing about, I need to get this done. This goal will forever be on my list of goals. And you don't want to feel that way. So I found that tip very, very helpful. Tip number 2, it kind of piggybacks off of tip number 1. For me, it's very, very helpful to write down my to-do list. I have so many different things on my mind, like 1,000,001 things. And I recently came into this bullet journaling, and I will get into that in another video, but they have this page where you literally write down anything that comes to mind. Like, it's called brain dump, I think. And I hope I'm like explaining it correctly. Let's say that I'm cleaning up the house and I just remembered that I wanted to do something for YouTube or something. I will literally stop what I'm doing, grab my book, and write down the thing that I'm thinking about. That way I don't forget, 1, and 2, it's just on my to-do list. So I have a running on to-do list of things that I need to do, and it may not be in order, but it's just things that it's just coming to my brain while I'm doing something else, and I can't really get into it right now or right then and there. So I have that, and then I break down that long list of things to do and just kind of pick out the things that I can do for that day. So I like to write down my goals for the day usually in the morning. Some people say that it's more helpful to create those lists the night before, in which sometimes I do, but for the most part, I think once I wake up with a clear mind, fresh mind, I figure out the things that I need to do for that day. So I find it very, very helpful to write down your to-do list. Now, I like to physically write them down, but there are apps out there. There's an app for literally everything. So you can find an app to help you with those to-do lists every day, or you can use your notes. I have iPhone. I used to write them down into my notes, but I don't find it really helpful for me because right now, yes, I go to it very often, but it's something about just writing it down that helps me, I guess, remember it better or something. I don't know. I just love writing it down, but you can use your phone. You can use the reminders app, or you can use your notes in your phone. So whatever you choose, it's up to you. But I found that very, very helpful to make sure you write down daily to-do lists. So tip number 3. Now, we all have that task where it is just so annoying, or it's just one of those things you just don't want to do. It's just not fun. I find it very, very helpful if I get rid of the tasks that are very, very annoying. Because I guess, like, if I'm doing like other things, like the small tasks or the things that are, really engaging, or one that I really enjoy, every once in a while I'll start thinking about the thing that is bugging me and I really, really, really want to get it done. It's just, I don't feel like getting it done. If that makes sense, I don't know. But you want to get rid of the annoying tasks first, because I feel like it just gives you a relief of just completing that goal. That way you can really enjoy the things that you want to do, your other goals or your other tasks that you want to do. So I would get rid of the annoying tasks first, or like the difficult tasks. Let's say difficult, maybe the ones that are difficult, and just really try to narrow down and try to just get it done. That way you can get to the task or the goals that you're looking forward to. Hey guys, so I wanted to pop in really quick. Excuse the lighting. But while I'm editing this video, I realized I did not explain tip number 3 correctly, or I didn't get my point across. And so what I was really trying to say is get rid of the annoying or difficult tasks that you have, or things that you really have to get done, but it's bugging you that you need to get it done, but you keep procrastinating. You don't want to do that. Just get on top of it. Get it done, knock it out, and then you can focus on the other tasks that you want to do, enjoy, or other little things that you can do. So just get rid of the annoying or difficult task, the one that you keep procrastinating. Get rid of that, and then you'll feel like you're accomplished, because that one task that bugs you throughout the whole entire thing, and if you finish it, you won't feel accomplished. So that's all I wanted to say. Peace. Tip number 4, you want to create a cutoff time. Create a time where you need to stop all things, work, side projects, everything, to go relax. Because if you don't, you're going to burn out. Unless you're one of those active people where you always have to go, not walking. You're always on the run. You always have to move. If you're one of those people, it may not work for you. I don't know. But for me, I just simply need to just cut off everything and just take time for myself. Because if I do not do that, I will burn out. And when I burn out for like a week or 2, maybe even a month. And I don't like that. Every time I have to go through that, it stresses me out. It stresses my boo out. And it's very, very helpful to just give yourself a cutoff time, period. So for the final tip of this video, you want to create a working environment, if that makes sense. So you want to create a, I guess, motivational, productive, I don't know what I'm saying. You want to create a workspace. So say like if you're working from home, yes, you may have an office, but is that office making you feel productive? Like, does it motivate you to like do your work? I've seen on YouTube and Instagram that people light a candle, and they light a little candle, we're in a workspace, and you know, they decorate, they have stuff on the wall, they buy plants, like all sorts of things. You want to create a space where you feel comfortable, but not too comfortable where you want to go sleep, but comfortable enough to start working, to stay productive, at least for the day. I'm still in the middle of like decorating and things like that, but I've already seen a major change of where I sit in the bed all day and on my computer, opposed to maybe even like switching and sitting on the living room, sitting in the living room, sitting in the living room on the couch, creating my little desk. I got like a little table where I can put my laptop on, my little notebook and everything, and I just work there instead of on a bed. So you definitely want to create a space where you can work and stay productive till your cutoff time, okay? So that is all that I have for today. So if you like this video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up, comment down below. Let me know if there are any tips that you can give me. Are there any tips that you do that was very, very helpful for you and that I haven't said? Write that down in the comment section down below. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell for post notifications, you know. That way you can see this beautiful face on your timeline again. And I hope to see y'all in the next. Peace.